Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about breaking stock down by hand, where I'm going to show you how to take and properly change the cross section of material when you need a specific type of material that you don't already have on your shelf. So in the fire right now I have a piece of 1-inch round or 25 mil round bar stock. And I need to take and reduce that 1 inch down to 3/4 inch square stock, or 20 mil by 20 mil square. This is a fairly common exercise that has been part of a blacksmith's duties since the dawn of time, is to take and make your own stock if you need it, or reshape or repurpose material for a specific purpose. Not always have we had access to buying brand new lengths of material at exactly the right size we need. So I'm going to show that you can do this fairly effectively at the anvil, and you don't need to take and use a lot of technicalness here to this. This isn't a technical thing that you have to do. It's not very difficult. You just need to take small bite-sized pieces at a time and work back from the end, and I'll show you how that applies. It is suggested when you're doing 25 mil round or a 1-inch round stock, you're going to want to use maybe a 3-pound hammer at max to work that size down. It will help you out in the long run. So we're going to lay this on the flat, and we're going to work back towards ourselves from the end, and we're going to feed back towards ourselves. We're going to hammer the other side as well, until we develop approximately a 1/2 inch flat, a 1/2 to 5/8 inch flat, or 12.5 mil to about 16 mil flat on this piece on the one side. Then we're going to stop hitting this. This is 1-inch material, so even though it holds its heat for a long time, there's no point in continuing to work this. Right now on the camera, it looks a bit like it's bright, like a brighter yellow, but it's actually in fact more of a darker orange now, or coming down in the color temperatures. So we want to get that back in the fire. The secret to working down stock like this is to take your time, to breathe through your hammer blows, because this is a physical thing that you're doing, and you need to hit it fairly hard and with some mustard behind you. So if you're a skinny guy, put a rock in your back pocket or something and get a little extra whomp on you that way. But a 3-pound hammer, this is what I'll use if I really need to move some material down. Most of the time I don't even use the 3-pound. The only reason why I'm using this is for the size of the face. You can just as well do it with this one. This is a 1 3/4 pound hammer. It's almost 2 pounds. It's significantly smaller than this other hammer. And this is my main preferred forging hammer for all of my daily work. You'll see me switch up as soon as we get this down to starting to square it up. I need the surface material to move more than the core material. So I will switch to a lighter hammer to spread the surface material into the corners to create my 3/4 inch square bar, or my 20 mil square, if you will. Now for those of you who follow the channel quite often, you may be asking yourself, why Roy, you're a professional smith, why are you trying to resize stock? Is this just for YouTube? Are you running out of ideals? And no, this is actually because I don't have the time today to go run down to the scrapyard to purchase some new steel. And I'm going to be filming later on today my entry into the 150 millimeter challenge that's going on Instagram right now. And I'm going to be making a decorative Tom Latiné inspired door knocker for that challenge over on Instagram. I'll leave a link to it in the description down here if you want to check it out. It's open to any blacksmith artists that want to take and give it a try. The deadline for it is March 1st for you to have your stuff to the UK. So keep that in mind and go for it. So now we're going to start on the other side. Big blows, working towards ourselves. Just like that. Now I'm going to work out towards the end. Other side. Working back towards ourselves. Just like so. So now we're converting that to a nice square bar, square cross section, and that's what we want. Now that I've done the bulk of the moving with the slightly larger hammer, as you can see, you can get quite a bit done with a 3-pound hammer. You don't need a 9 or a 10 or a 12-pound hammer. That's a bit ridiculous. You definitely don't need that. So there we go. We've got close to a 3/4 inch square bar or 20 mil. I'm going to use this nice little hook rule here to make sure I'm in the guidelines. I'm getting almost 20 mil now, or 3/4 inch square, if you will. I need to take and switch to the lighter hammer to dress this up. Also, the other specification is it has to be 150 millimeters or no longer. Again, this is UK rules. For us in the US, that's 6 inches. So I've got a little bit further to go. By the way, thank you for this hook rule to the subscriber who sent it. That thing is awesome. I use it quite often now. It's very handy. Now let's stick this back in. I've almost got my 6 inches, but not quite, or my 150 millimeter. So I'm going to draw this down a little bit more. So this is why something like this is effective for you to learn to do. This just saved me a 20-minute drive downtown, a half-hour shopping around and getting my steel, another 20-minute drive home, offloading, maybe 5-10 minutes there, and getting back into the shop just to take and start at square one to chop it off. I can do it all right here at Forge and Anvil, like blacksmiths have been doing for thousands of years. So I like to take a moment to thank this channel's sponsors. Yes, that's right, I said sponsors. And you know who it's sponsored by? You all. You right there, the viewer, watching this 8-minute long video so far. Your watch time really helps this channel out in more ways than you know. And Jessica and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for joining us each and every day. We do appreciate each and every last one of you. All of our kind people that send us great gifts like this and stuff through our P.O. box. You know, all that stuff goes to help out this channel, and Jessica and I just can't say thank you enough. So again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you if you've made it to this video so far, and type in the comment section hashtag I'm a channel sponsor. So, and be proud, or I sponsor Christ-centered Ironworks. We might make a shirt like that. All right, so pull this out. And I'm going to continue to work that back just a bit. Just so I'm within guidelines. Just lightening up on the hammer blows now to kind of planish out the surface. Again, I'm going to completely sculpt and shape this thing after the fact, so there's no point in me trying to make this too perfectly square, because that's not going to stay 3/4 inch square bar or 20 mil square for very long. I get this out again. We're going to check it. See how handy this hook rule is? We're definitely within the 20 mil. And still didn't get the 150 mil. I still need to set on about 3/4 of an inch or 20 mil more onto the anvil. So I'm gonna do that, push this pass, get it deeper in the fire, and I'll continue working that out. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching this video. That's all I really got to say about that. This is just going to be a boring video of me working out that last little bit, basically creating a square bar. But the main draw, or the takeaway I'd love for you to take from this video is, you know, blacksmiths have been reshaping metal for thousands upon thousands of years. Don't be afraid to do it in your own shop. You don't need a big power hammer. Obviously, my power hammer could have whopped this down in one heat for me, but just showing it within 3 heats time, I've got the piece I need to go on with my project for the day with just nothing but beautiful old Olga here and a 3-pound hammer. So, without further ado, I'm going to get back to smithing. God bless each and every last one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sponsoring this channel with your watch time, and with you guys going over there and purchasing all of our power hammer plans and different things over at blacksmithpdfs.com. We just thank you so much, and we hope you have a blessed rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.